Kahalal, La Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Double honors unto the apostles of Great Millstone, the great men upon the earth that do rule well, and salutations unto the elect, pushing the truth of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. This lesson I'm going to deal with, this is just a testimony from me. I watched the video Apostle Orion Lab put up, or Salakia, Apostle Gabar and Orion Lab put up, um, you know, and they've shared their story, a couple of times throughout the years of their school, their old school, House of David being basically, them being grabbed up by the cops on 9/11. I remember a brother from Atlanta telling his story of how he was, put in jail basically for like 2-3 weeks or a month, I think, and how, the Lord was always looking out for him, man. Periodically I reflect back on, when we first went on the highways. It was 2009. How the Lord delivered us from a lot of persecutions, man. Some persecutions we had to deal with head on. Some persecutions the Lord He intervened, man, and He set His angels around the boat. And I was thinking about doing this video a little while back. I'm a guy that doesn't really like to, this is not about boasting. The apostles don't do this for boasting. No one does it for boasting. But I thought I'd share it for younger brothers, especially in our camp, for their faith. For them to understand the depth of this thing, because more persecutions will come, of course. I'm going to start off with the scripture though, 2 Corinthians chapter 12 and 7, and this is Paul speaking. And lest I should be exalted above measure through the abundance of the revelations, right? So Paul is saying, lest I should boast, lest I should be lifted up, because he was given many revelations. He was given things that the 12 weren't given, man. Yahushua came and really supped with him personally, right? There was given to me a thorn in the flesh, right? The messenger of Satan to buffet me, lest I should be exalted above measure. And like starting with the apostles, they push. We don't know what that thorn is. It could be a disease, or it could be whatever, but it's something of discomfort. We understand. Verse 8: For this thing I besought the Lord thrice, that it might depart from me. He wished that it would go away from him. He prayed to the Lord 3 times. Verse 9: And he said unto me, My grace is sufficient for thee, for my strength is made perfect in weakness. And that's heavy because, the Lord is telling him, hey, my mercy is enough for you, and as it says here, my strength is made perfect in weakness. So you got these IUIC guys talking about I ain't never been a weak Jew, but the Lord just said his strength is made perfect in weakness, man. And Paul spoke about that many times, about how he was made strong. Was it 1 Corinthians 2 or 2 Corinthians 2 about how he has made the foolish things of the earth to confound the wise. The Lord likes that, man. He likes a little guy. Look at David and Goliath, of course, man. Most gladly, therefore, will I rather glory in my infirmities, that the power of Yahushua may rest upon me. Therefore I take pleasure in infirmities, in reproaches, in necessities, in persecutions, in distresses for Yahushua's sake. For when I am weak, then am I strong. You see that? So we're not talking about, we ain't never been weak Jews, and we're not out there fighting people either, man. We're not mighty men. We're not professing. We're not telling to have a mutual combat and you want to get down. And we used to be like that. When we first come into truth. Especially our camp, man. I don't know. Lord put a serious spirit on us, because if you watch the older videos, matter of fact, this is from our old site when we used to have YouTube, and then one year these devils they just kept deleting videos, man, off YouTube. So the Spirit of the Lord got us some of the apostles to get on Daily Motion, this website, and then after things cooled down, we went back on YouTube. But this was a site that we had GMS or Toronto Prophets. But the thing that happened with us is, man, the Lord, when we first, I remember even our first year, we went out there. We were rough with people, man. We just cursed people out, man. You know. Um, and at one point, we even had a title called Barbarians of the North. And if you look up the word barbarian, it just simply basically, it's from the Greek. It's adjective. The adjective is from the Greek, meaning rude. That's all it means. It means rude. And we were rude, you know. But like Paul said, there will be rude in speech, yet not in knowledge. You know, people said we're crazy, we're stupid, we're ignorant, but we brought out the facts. You know, um, so that's the spirit that the Lord put in us. And you know, all the brothers you see, you know, you're fired up. The first, you know, year, second year, third year, you're fired up, man. You know, and then you become seasoned. All right. So back here it says, like Paul said, he takes pleasures in infirmities. Right? Infirmity means what? Not firm, not whole. Right? Things that make you feel uncomfortable. Verse 11, I am become a fool in glory. Ye have compelled me, for I ought to have been commended of you. Right? For in nothing am I behind the very chiefest apostles, though I be nothing. So he said, I'm not behind the chiefest apostles. Right? Peter, John, right? Verse 12, this is the point. Truly the signs of an apostles were wrought among you in all patience, in signs and wonders and mighty works. And that's very powerful, man, when I read that, because, you know, the signs of the apostles were made in patience, because we are patient. You know, we've never, and the police, that's why they're cool with us now, you know, until they get that order. But, you know, there's never been a report of, oh, these guys beat up someone, or they jump someone, or, you know, they like to say we intimidate people or we threaten people. We're just reading the Bible. That's all we're doing. We're prophesying of things to come. Like in the video I'm going to show you brothers later, the police said, "Oh, you guys want Toronto to blow up, or you want to blow up Toronto." We've never said those words. All we had was a poster showing Toronto being destroyed, which is prophesied in the Bible. All right, and you're seeing that right now. You're seeing Russia and American tensions are rising. So if Russia, North Korea, China shoots missiles to this side of the earth, what do you think is going to happen to Toronto, man? Is there going to be a special force field that blocks Toronto? No. Okay. For what? Verse 13. And it's like even verse 12, in mighty deeds, man, because the Lord showed a lot of mighty deeds, man. You know, there was times, man, I couldn't even find the videos. I'm gonna show brothers a couple videos, short clips. You know, this isn't about boasting. This is my glory, man, because, you know, we were in the flesh. Hey, man, there was times I was scared, man. You know, of course, because I was when that first summer we went out, I was only 17 years old, and I never experienced those kind of things, man. You know, where you have 20 police officers come, you know, with the staff sergeant, and they're saying, you know, oh, we're gonna arrest you guys and for terrorism or whatever the case is, man. Preaching hate, you know, inciting hate, inciting all these things. But like Paul said, uh, the mighty works, man, because there was angels about us, man, and you know, we felt it. So without further ado, I'm gonna show brothers a couple of videos. You know, I don't really want to talk too much. This was a video posted. This is in 2010. All right. Now, one thing I want to say before showing these videos is when we first came out there, there's a story I want to share. All right, because it's a very powerful story. This was in 09. We went out there. It was four of us. It was the head Daniel at the time. I was second. Then you had this brother Kanawak and Yawasop. It was four of us that the spirit hooked up together. And this was in 2009. We started in the spring, I believe in March or April, but it was pretty cold out. And we went out to Queen and Dundas, right by basically Eden Center. It was on the corner right where the subway is, and we picked that spot. And that was the first time we went out. Everything was kind of smooth, you know. We interacted with certain people, Second week, same place, second time on the highways ever. We went out there. Um, Basically, what happened was demons came up and they called security. Security uh, told us to get off the property, which we left the property. We went basically to the curb of the street. So right where the curb is, right where the traffic is going, we were right there, right where they have like the newspaper stands and all that. And we kept prophesying, and we were angry, man. We were cursing people out because hey, we got offended, man. They kicked us off, whatever. So we started cursing people out. Got you know were aggravated, and then a lot of people came up against it. It was like 30, 40 people. Like those brothers can tell you, Kanawak and Iwasa, because Daniel, he's not in the camp anymore. He's not, in the truth. Um, those brothers can tell you there's a lot of people that came up against us. And what happened, man, it was straight out of a movie. Everything, it was a sunny day, man. All of a sudden, it got cloudy as hell, all right? And there was gusts of wind that came. And when those gusts of wind came, the people just dispersed because it was a mix of wind with dust and all kinds of particles flying. Downtown is dirty. So when that shit came, all the people literally in a matter of seconds they just left. It's like they just left. They just disappeared, and we were praising Yahweh Bashem Yashai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushai. This was right at the close of camp. We closed camp, and we're in the corner. We're praising Yahweh Bashem Yashai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushai. People that are walking by, running, they're like looking at us like we're all crazy. We're just praising, looking in the heavens. Because the Most High, he dispersed our enemies. It was a beautiful day, and that day was crazy because I remember going home that day too. Um, I saluted the brothers and we're like, "Yo, man, that's beautiful, man." People literally dispersed, and I remember going in the subway. It was at a College Station. I went up a little bit because that subway was closed where we were at Queen Street, and a couple subways were closed actually that day. Um, and I went down the College Station. I went downstairs. You have to go downstairs into the food court, and that's where the subway is. And as I'm going down the escalator, there's two cops coming up, and they arrested a guy, and the guy's bloodied up, man. The guy's literally like in handcuffs, and he's bloodied up, running. I guess there was a big fight in the food court, so the spirits were rousing up. And that night when I got home, I found out that there was all kinds of tornado warnings for Southern Ontario, which is where we're at. So it was crazy, man. It was literally came out of nowhere. It was a perfect day. Before the highways, I always check the weather, to see if it's raining or what kind of weather it is. They didn't say anything. It literally happened at that moment. How about Shimon Shai made it happen? And that was our second time on the highways. That footage is gone because that was on our old YouTube back when we first started and got deleted. I wish we had that, but that was our second time. So the third time we went out next week, the third week, we just said fuck that place. We shook the dust off our feet, as the scriptures say, and we went a little down the street to Queen Street, where the streetcar runs, Queen and a little past Young, going east. We're in the plaza, and we're normal, talking, preaching. There was even a professor from University of Toronto. He came up. He was a professor of, I believe, history, and we're getting into him about legal tender and how the money is not backed up by gold and how it's fiat currency. Everything was good. I guess someone called the cops because there was condos above. And hey, man, the cops, they rolled up in a paddy wagon, which is basically a van that you transport criminals in, or suspects or whatever, right? Arrested persons. They rolled up like 10 cops rolled up. I got nervous, man. I'm like, shit, hey, we're gonna get arrested. Hey, I'm not running, but we're in the flesh. I was nervous. Um, and they were saying, you guys got to get out of here and blah blah blah. So hey, again, we shook the dust off our feet, and that footage is lost anyway. But we shook the dust off our feet. And one thing I can say is one thing that kept me in good spirits, it was the head Daniela, because he had a history of military, and he spoke with authority. and he always told us, you know, don't fear these guys, don't fear the cops. Um, you know, whatever the situation is right now with him, even though he's out of the camp and out of troop, you know, there's not a lot of bad things I can say about the man. Um, and you know that's what separates us and the other camps, because if there's good things to speak, Apostle Tahar will speak about someone. You know, um, Apostle Gabar saying, Apostle Ramla, Apostle Rakah, all the apostles and elders are down. You know, we're not going to defame someone, even though they're not in the faith anymore. You know, and what do I know? Most I can bring anyone back in. You know, but that's one thing that kept me strong, because my brother was strong, man. He taught me how to be how to be a man and how to roll. I was only a kid. I was 17 years old, man. You know, and you know, he stood firm. And at that time, those times, we used to bring out the law. We had the printed version of the shit. No, what's it called? It's not the Canadian Criminal Code or Criminal Code of Canada. It's the Charter of Rights and Freedoms, I believe. We used to have that printed, and we used to bring it out that the Bible is the supremacy of the land. And we said, we're just reading from the supremacy of the land. And the cops, they just had to zip up. They couldn't say shit. Because once we brought that out, we said, hey, look, we can read it, and you know. So that was the third week. So that was a lot. That was some persecutions right when we started camp. You know, Satan just said, hey, I'm going to intimidate these guys and see where they're at. And we stood firm through the power and grace of Yahweh Bashem Shai. All right, because all the brothers that were in the camp, they were basically older than me, at least by 5 to 10 years. All right. So that happened. All right, and that's all I want to speak on that, because that footage is not there anymore. But that's just my testimony of how I felt, you know, of how we went through things. So this is a video. This is a crazy video, man. This was again, this was in 09 or 2010. All right, I believe it was September. Yeah, September 16th. This is some crazy shit I've ever seen, because this brother Howard right here, he stood firm, man, and there was basically an angel blocking him, blocking the police. I'm talking about, from arresting this brother, man. Alright, I'm going to show you the video. We're going to play it.
You're not holy. You're not godly. It's ungodly to walk up and down on stolen land. Read. Boasters. Boasters.
Just to let you know, it's being recorded, audio and video.
Read.
Okay.
We're recording also. Hey, we have you on camera, eh? So don't mess around, eh?
Don't touch his Bible. Don't touch his Bible.
Likewise. You are causing
Okay.
disturbance.
I'm not causing no disturbance, and don't touch his Bible, man.
Can I see that again?
So what?
Okay.
Got that?
What do you mean it's a criminal offense? Show me where's it a criminal offense.
It is in this country.
Where?
I
Where?
will show it to you. Okay.
Where?
I'm asking you to leave.
I'm not going nowhere.
Okay? You will be arrested for causing disturbance.
Then you're gonna
What are
have
you
to arrest
talking
me.
about,
Then
be
you're gonna have to
arrested?
arrest me. Then you're gonna have to arrest me.
What are you talking about? We're out here every week, eh?
No, I'm not turning around. What am I being charged with?
Causing disturbance.
Where's
without
that?
police.
Where's that?
I'm telling you.
No, you can't tell me
Turn
that.
around.
No, I'm not gonna turn around.
Are you going to resist my arrest?
What? Of course.
Because if this was a Jake in the world, man, the cop, him and his buddy behind him, he would have pounced on that guy. If that was a normal Jake in the world. Because technically that is resisting arrest. But that was a power of Yahweh Bashem Shai. You know? That was a power of Yahweh Bashem Shai. You know, hey, resisting arrest, that's a real charge. If the officer deems that it's you've broken a law or whatever, you know, they can arrest you, and then the staff sergeant comes and you know, he says no, there's no grounds for his arrest, but he can still technically arrest you. You know, you just might not be charged. But
I'm resisting your arrest. What are you charging me for? What are you charging me for? Don't touch me, man.
Causing disturbance.
Don't touch
What
me.
are you talking about causing disturbance?
Yeah. Turn around, put your back.
I just told you, get your supervisor. I ain't going nowhere with you.
Call your supervisor.
Call your supervisor. We're allowed to be here.
Call your
Bring the troops.
supervisor.
Bring the cavalry, man.
They're coming, guy. Relax.
Bring the
Call your
cavalry.
supervisor.
I'm afraid of freedom.
Because the police were here earlier, okay? The police were here earlier and nothing happened. So what are you talking about causing disturbance? The police were here.
make a comment on these dickheads in the back. All these dickheads. Every time there's a commotion, there's never a shortage of dickheads standing around and just watching for the show. And a lot of people, of course, they know about us, man. You know, you got guys saying, "Oh, we're not out there and we're not doing this and that." And listen, man, you guys stay in your lane, man. There's a lot of people that know about us. Matter of fact, there's one video of someone saying, "Oh," they commented, they say, "Oh, I know these guys. They go to such and such after they finish their hate speech, you know, and because we used to go to that place, and you know, people watch us." And one guy even commented, "Oh, I don't know why the," they made me laugh. "I don't know why the Toronto police won't clean up this garbage off the street or arrest them." And technically, like we always say, they have grounds, but it's the power of Yahweh Bashim Shai, right? Because we can argue legality and you know, criminality and what we're doing, all this shit, but you know, technically they do have grounds. But again, it's the power of Yahweh Bashim Shai, man. You know.
You're causing a disturbance.
You are causing disturbance.
You're making a scene.
Disturbance.
I said this guy must be new. Cause police were here earlier.
Don't ever touch me, man.
And why we say that new, because this was a year later. So we went out in 09. So after I told you brothers that story about when the cops came to Paddy Wagon on Queen Street, we moved up to where we are now, Dundas Square. We actually went right across. If you see that pole right there, this right here, we were there, or it's like it's behind this guy's head. It's right there, I believe. We were there one week and it was too small, so we said, "No, let's come across the street," and that's where we are now. But we used to be right across the street, right? We actually used to be right in Dundas Square, and we got kicked off there and we moved down here. And then, you know, it was too small over there, so we just moved across the street to where we are right now. Basically what happened was, I remember that summer, that was the first summer in 09, you know, because we went out there in spring, so then came June, July, August, September. It was literally never a dull moment for that first summer we were out there. It was a hot ass summer, I remember. Alright, like 30 plus degrees every day, especially Saturday. It might have been 35 some Saturdays. Every Saturday the police came up for the whole summer. I remember that. Every week. And like in droves, like 10, 15 of them. Sometimes 2 or 3 would come in and get a call, but every week the cops would come. You know, that's why the brother said he must be new, because they all knew us. They all knew what we were about. We told them straight up. We read the scriptures to them. I'm going to show you the videos later. Right?
About causing a disturbance.
This guy must be new.
Don't spit at me, there's a sound.
I'm not spitting on you.
That's a common centurion tactic. "Oh, you spit on me, I'm going to arrest you. You assaulted me."
Who spit at you?
You just did.
I never spit at you.
Okay.
Hey, I have you on camera. What are you talking about?
Why are you
This is
making
being
up laws?
recorded as we
Why are you
speak.
making up laws?
I'm not making the law.
Yo, get a supervisor out here, man. Get a supervisor out here.
It's coming.
I'm glad about causing the disturbance.
I'm causing this.
Take this phone.
I don't know the law.
Take the BlackBerry 2 and I have it on.
This is a peaceful protest. This is a peaceful protest.
So why are you yelling?
Because I can raise my voice. I can raise my voice.
No, you can't cause this.
I am raising my voice, and that's up to me. Get your supervisor, and then we can talk.
Hurry up.
So what's going on, sir?
You are causing disturbance and I'm asking you to leave.
I'm not going nowhere.
Okay, you will be arrested for causing disturbance.
Bro, no, yeah, I'm not going nowhere. I'm not causing
And
no
obstructing
disturbance,
police
man.
because I just gave you order.
What order? What order? What order? What's my rights? What are my rights? What are my rights? You know what my rights are?
You want a supervisor? You want to yell at me for a while?
No, I don't want to yell at
Maybe
you.
you're yelling.
This guy came and he touched my friend.
Okay, you're yelling. Calm down.
It's a big deal that he touched my.
You say that we're causing disturbance. Like, what's going on?
You want a supervisor up here, all right?
Okay, good.
I'm going to tell you why we're here, okay? We're getting phone calls about racial slurs being hurled. That's it. That's why we're here.
Well, wonderful. We're out here every single week.
Are you? And we know who you are. You're preaching, right? You're not hurling racial slurs, right?
But you know that.
Are you hurling racial slurs?
You know we're not. How many people did you have out here earlier? No, I'm not hurling racial slurs. No.
Never me.
No.
Oh, he's the one who.
Who are you? Who are you? This guy's a racist. That guy's a racist.
That's why I cursed him out.
That guy's a racist. This guy's a racist.
Okay, racist.
They're not even in the camp anymore, man. Looking at these faces, I'm like, who are these guys?
That guy's a racist.
This guy, Ibar. This guy, Mike on the purple. This guy, I forgot this guy's name, man. He went to Trinidad one year and never came back. You know, that's crazy.
That's why I cursed him out.
That guy's a racist, man. This guy's a racist.
Okay, racist is a word people like to throw around. You're organizing, right?
He said racist is a word people like to throw around, but he just said we're preaching hate.
You're organized.
That's my leader right there. He's my leader.
You guys want to stand here and preach? Do whatever you want to do is fine. I'm telling you why we were here about racial.
This guy said he's gonna arrest me.
Okay, well, he's got his reasons. He can make an arrest. He's not gonna make an arrest, all right?
Make an arrest on what ground?
Brother,
You don't listen. He's not going to make an arrest.
Down a
Stop,
notch.
okay?
If you weren't out here, he would have made an arrest.
Brother, down a notch.
All right.
Down.
Your problem is this. You don't listen. You like to listen to what you want to say. You ask for a supervisor. I'm standing there the whole time. Now I'm here talking to you. You wanted to know why are the police here? I'm telling you why the police are. People called us about a group standing on the corner and they're throwing out racial slurs at passersby preaching. That's why we're here. And if you're telling me you're not throwing out racial slurs, we're going to leave. That's simple. See, you just want to talk over people and not listen. That's as simple as that. See, there's a calm voice. Right? There you go. No problem? There you go.
All right, thank you, sir.
Okay. Anyways, what are you? What are you?
Hebrew Israelites.
What are you trying to raise or
Knowledge
spread
about the people.
That's all. That's people who are concerned about there was racial slurs being.
Don't conversate with this guy, man. Have a good night, sir.
Okay, guys, no problem.
Alright, that was one video. This one. Let's see.
And we gave him the ways and the means to all ends. What's your problem, sir?
What's your problem? Why are you putting us on camera?
Why not? That's what I mean.
I think it's the same guy, man. Same dickhead. This is 2011 now. Alright, this is 2011. So, you know, they came up periodically, but 09, they came up every week.
Is there a
Recording us, you know, taking photos of us and shit. They would do all kinds of weird tactics.
your airport?
Yeah.
What's that?
Somebody called
Called about what?
about you uttering racial slur. When I tell people about you, they don't believe it. But yeah, like that guy, that's Satan, man. You know? Yeah, we don't know cops of the.
Yeah, that's what he came up. You know, they would do that shit periodically. This guy.
9171.
Get it back.
Alright, and then this is the video when I try to find certain videos, man. I can't. There's so many videos I can't find them. This was in 09. This is July 22nd. This is the year when it was really heated, man. And this is when we cursed out the cops and we told them what's going down.
You're actually harassing.
That's harassment, bro.
Yeah, every single week coming out here and coming against us, that's harassment.
Go back to the press with George.
You came out here last week, and we have your names also, alright? The week before that,
we have your names,
man.
What did we do, bro? And what did we do? We read a book?
Yeah. A book.
But you see how they used to kill us 50 years ago for reading?
Exactly.
For reading, they used to kill us.
Why could we? Yeah, it's just
because they don't want us to know words.
We don't sell crack. We don't sell crack. We don't do anything. If we sold crack, we'd be better off. Hey, yo, that's how you know that it's a spiritual sword.
Yeah, exactly.
A spiritual sword. It's just a Bible.
And it's cutting them in their spirit.
It's cutting them.
They're gonna become like women.
It tells you we own this world.
The aftermath. This is, as it says, behind the scenes. This is when a lot of cops left. This was there was like 50 to 20 police out there. This is just the residue left.
Right now,
They're gonna become like women.
feel it right now.
They're gonna become like women in that
I
time.
feel it right now off them.
So
man.
you don't like women?
I love women.
that are in order.
We love women.
This man just asked me if I like women. Slave women.
We love.
Second Esdras. What does a woman mean? The word woman means female servant.
That's right. Exactly.
No
So you like
words.
that? Exactly.
Second Esdras.
You can't insult us, man.
And after these, Adam also
I think your women like us too. Caucasian.
Lord of all thy creatures. And after these, Adam also called thou madest of all thy creatures, of him come we all. And all the people also whom thou hast chosen. Because that's why they think everybody's one. Because they think everybody came out of Adam, which is true. But read on.
Yo, just for not putting on a seatbelt.
All this have I spoken before thee, O Lord,
Just for
because
that,
thou
man.
madest the world for
Not putting on
our
the
sake.
seatbelt,
And most of
when he's,
the Israelites, the Most High made the world for the Israelites' sake. Read.
And his son first and foremost.
As for the other people,
Yes, I'm
as for
counting.
the other people,
That's you guys.
read, which also come of Adam, right? Thou hast said
King James, it's right here, buddy.
He said, "What book is that?" Because it's apocrypha. I came and showed him the 1611.
1611.
Nice try.
Original
thou
translation.
hast said that they are nothing. They are nothing.
Nothing.
They are nothing.
Void.
When the Most High regards somebody as nothing, should we regard
Are you
them?
crazy? Am I gonna go against the Most High?
But be like unto spittle. They be unto spittle.
Spit.
Read up. Read.
Again. Every week.
Read up. And has likened the abundance of them unto
For
us.
those that don't know, that's Daniel right there that's speaking. As you can tell, he has authority, man. You know, he speaks with authority and he knows how to speak to these cops, man.
Did you hear what some of the stuff is real?
And now, oh Lord, behold, these heathen, every other nation other than the nation of Israel, which have never been recruited as nothing. They are nothing. Have begun to be lords over us. Now they are lords over us, bro. And to do over us. They came out of the caves because Caucasian means a cave dweller. They dwelled in the Caucasus Mountains of Georgia, Russia. That's what caveman is. You're a caveman.
Ruling over me.
Now you are ruling over us.
Yashar Allah, this guy's ruling over us.
Read. And to devour us. And they devour us. Where's the slavery sign? And they talk about, we talk about hate.
How did I get here? Look at
How did we get here, man? And they say we're racist.
Why could these so-called Jews have about 6 million and then 100 million of us died halfway here? Halfway here in the
We
sea.
even got to the land.
And we aren't supposed to be...
No,
Yo, that's why most are going to bring judgment, man. Because they're hypocrites, man.
I thought you like the Bible.
Total hypocrites.
Remember, you were the same guy that said you like the Bible, right?
They're
You like
hypocrites.
the Bible. Right?
No, I know, sorry.
Could you interpret that some other way? You guys.
I think they got cut, man.
Wait. That the Lord has a chosen people, right? You guys preach hate.
The Bible preaches hate, I guess.
I got it.
No hate in the Bible.
He said, "You guys preach hate," and then the brother brought out the scripture and he said, "No, I gotta go."
I believe this statement is right.
Okay, the wicked flee when no man pursue it.
Chapter 1, verse 2. I have loved you, said the Lord. Yet ye said, wherein hast thou loved us? Was not Esau Jacob's brother? Yet I loved Jacob, and I hated Esau.
Other one.
Romans 9 and 13. As it is written, Jacob have I loved, but Esau have I hated. What shall we say then? Is there unrighteousness with God?
That's what you're trying to say. There's unrighteousness with God.
That's
But
what they
what's the
say.
Bible say? Continue, bro.
For he said to Moses, I will have mercy on whom I will have mercy, and I will have compassion whom I will have compassion.
I guess there's hate in the Bible now, right?
Okay, that's it. We're not entertaining them no more.
No, it's all right. It's straight.
And love.
And what's the Bible got to do with
You want to
Job
blow up
9
Toronto.
verse 20.
See, so he's saying you guys want to blow up Toronto, which none of us ever said that. You know, there's no video of us saying yes, we're making certain devices. No one ever said that. All right.
Who said we want to blow up Toronto? What are you talking about?
The earth,
No. The Bible says that.
is given into the hands of the wicked. He covered the faces of the judges thereof.
That's what that picture's about.
If not, where and who is he?
And this is when I'm looking at this, man, this is like the scripture comes to my mind, the foolishness of preaching. You know, because people are walking and they're looking and what the hell is going on, and you know, all this crazy shit. This is that scripture fulfilled, man. The foolishness of preaching, because we're cutting these guys. This is a spiritual sword. Because this guy he keeps coming, but then he leaves, but then he's still drawn, like he wants to understand, like, what the hell's going on. You know.
What are you talking about? I can say what the hell I want to say.
First Maccabees 1:48. And laid open the book of the law,
Wherein the heathen sought to paint the likeness of their images. That's what that picture's about. The heathen opened up the book and start to make his images. As
Get Revelation 1 and 13, man.
Iconoclasm.
Get Revelation 1 and 13, spiritual.
1 and 13.
1 and 13 about our Lord.
Job 20 verse 4. Knowest thou not this of old, since man was placed upon earth, that the triumphant of
And that
the
goes to show you
wicked,
that man was placed upon earth. This is not evolution. Continue.
that triumphant of the wicked is short,
The triumph of the wicked is short.
And the
so
joy-
enjoy it while it lasts.
and the joy of the hypocrite but for a moment.
Because you say you love this book, but you want to pick and choose what you want in and out of it.
Let me kill him. Though his excellency,
right.
his excellency mounts up to
Another thing, I was looking at this brother Daniela. He was a great man, and the lesson that you get is anyone can be taken out, anyone can be humbled, man. You know, it doesn't matter how great you are. The Most High doesn't look in that in the regards, but he was a great man. You know, in works, you know, not just in appearance and speech. That's all vanity, but in works, in actual behind the scenes. Okay, and in our personal life, we knew this brother. I lived with this brother actually, and another brother did as well. All right, in actual charity works, man. He was a great man.
the heavens, and his head reach unto the clouds, yet shall he perish forever like his own dung.
And is there unrighteousness with the Lord? Dung means shit. So Esau is going to disappear like his own dung.
I got more.
I thought you liked this book. You don't like it anymore,
Hold
right?
on, let me
You don't
finish
like it anymore.
He shall perish like
You're
his
a
own
smart
dung.
man. You're still not going to disappear from it.
They which have seen him shall say, where is he? He shall fly away as a dream, and shall not be found. Yea, he shall be chased away as a vision of the night. The eye also which saw him shall see him no more, neither shall his place any more behold him. His children shall seek to please the poor, and his hand.
Yeah, that was really the point. We, cursing him out, and brothers can check out the video. Now, one last thing I want to get into is just the power of the Lord, man. This was in 2009. Then in 2011, I showed you a couple videos. That's 2010, and then this one's 2011. So they also came up in 2011, kind of hard. There was one video in the winter. Now after that happened, we got news of this guy, the staff's sergeant, dying. Toronto sergeant, police sergeant. He got killed. The way he got killed, it was a death angel, man. As you see here, Toronto police. This is when? January 12, 2011. Right when the year hit. A Toronto police sergeant has died after being hit by a stolen snow plow that led officers on an erratic early morning pursuit through downtown street. This is in the heart of downtown Toronto. This dude, he stole a snow plow, and he rammed into the sergeant, and he killed him. I'm going to show you the video. Right, Sergeant Ryan Russell, a married 35-year-old father of a 2-year-old boy, had been a police officer for 11 years. Today we will grieve the loss of one of our officers. Right, this is not to bash it. I'm just showing you the power of the Lord. This is not us. You know, you're not gonna find one of us hijacking a snowplow and ramming a police officer. But this is the video right here.
It's 2.2 with info.
So the police officer is driving the car, of course, and he's, you know, talking on the radio.
That's 2, go ahead. We got our vehicle.
He's following the snowplow. The guy pulls a U-turn.
We're going northbound. He's just doing a quick U. He's spinning out. And he's coming at me. Hold on.
So he's pulling a quick U, he's pulling a quick U-turn, and he's coming at me. Now this guy backs up.
Yes, to what's your last location?
For whatever reason, this guy, the sergeant, he decides to stop the car and get out of the car. So he stops the car. The shots aren't heard, but as you see, he gets out of the car and the guy sees him, and he goes to the right. And the police is behind the door, beside the door, and he's actually firing at the truck right now. But the guy, he didn't get hit, and he just rams it, and he killed him. And that's a death angel.
Yes, to what's your location?
I'm asking what's the location. He's in the spiritual realm, and that's the power of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. And these kind of things are gonna happen more, because that's why the Lord said, "Touch not mine anointed." All right, that's the one of the great works, you know. And guess what? The guy that did it, he didn't get charged. He was deemed mentally unstable. All right. See, this guy was driving around like a maniac, right? See, Pier Paolo Mio was driving to work when the snowplow clipped his car and then hit a garbage truck on Keel near that street around 7 a.m. Police officers then opened fire on the snowplow. I heard the gunshots. I kind of saw cops on the hood of the car looking in. See, the snowplow driver was taken to St. Michael's Hospital with serious injuries. He underwent surgery and was recovering in intensive care. According to the Special Investigations Unit, which is probing the case, he had not been charged by mid-afternoon. See, another police officer received non-life-threatening leg injuries. So another, you know, lucky no more cops were killed. And this is a death angel, man. What we're talking about here. These are spirits that are working, right? Chief Bill Blair, who fought back emotions as he spoke with reporters Wednesday morning at the hospital, described Sergeant Russell as a fine police officer. He became a sergeant 6 months ago and previously worked with the Guns and Gangs Task Force. This is the worst of days for the Toronto police, you know. And really, you know, after these days, behind the scenes, right after 09, when it came, you know, the spirit got on me to, when we used to do the high holy days, Salakia, or when we're praying or whatever, when we send the curses, when we say Yahweh Bashem Yahushai Shalak Rayam Allah, meaning two, or when we say Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, Shalak means send, Rayam means evils, and then we say other things, Mashapat Yam, you know, judgments, you know, Allah meaning two, we say, you know, 2/3, Gawayam, other nations, you know, Babylon, America. We always include Toronto, and we always include Toronto police at the end. All right, just for this reason. And Yahweh Hashem heard our prayers, man. And more things like this are gonna happen. So this is just a testimony, man. I hope I didn't rant too much. I hope I edified you brothers and strengthened young brothers' faith, because a lot of guys that you see here, they're not here anymore. And that's a very fearful thing. That's not a thing to applaud and say, yeah, no, I made it. No, it's a thing to fear Yahweh Hashem Yahushai more, to boost your faith. Alright, because I said this years ago. I still remember saying it on the highways. I said the Most High will get rid of a guy just to strengthen your faith. You know, and I said the Most High is bad, man. He's a terrible power. Allah Shadya, right? Demon-like power. So again, I want to say, Ka halal la Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Double honors unto the apostles of Great Millstone who rule well, who we learn the truth from, and salutations unto the elect pushing the truth of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Until next time, I hope brothers, I hope you catch you brothers, and hope Yahweh Hashem Yahushai strengthen your brothers' faith. All right, Shalom.